All right, let's talk about the weather. Mike's here with the full forecast, hearing about some potential thunderstorms in parts of western Washington.
Yes, we are. In fact, many folks across western Washington woke up to that rumble of thunder early this morning. I'll tell you the mechanics behind it in just a moment, but I want to start off with a live look from Bellingham. In fact, I'm standing right in front of what I want to show you is the last vestiges of light on the western horizon there, still showing some wildfire haze out there. In fact, that was a bit of an issue today. It's a bit of an issue across the entire west right now. We have several active fires kind of filling the skies. Now, we are blessed compared to what's taking place in Idaho and portions of Montana right now, where a concentration of wildfires is really throwing up some wildfire smoke, and that will start to make its way up towards the south over the next couple of days. British Columbia has been sending us plenty of smoke over the last couple of weeks or so, but as we move forward over the next 24 hours, we're looking at the potential for possibly some wildfire activity of our own, hoping not, but I'll show you the mechanics in a moment. Now, one thing that has been working in our favor is that onshore flow. In fact, there was a very welcome arrival yesterday, taking those temperatures down from those 80s and 90s we were experiencing through the weekend. In fact, we were in the 70s and 80s today. Seeing some mostly calm winds across portions of the South Sound right now. We've got some nice breezes coming in through the Strait of Juan de Fuca and even down towards Shelton and Olympia. Just a nice breeze coming through there as well. That is helping to keep air quality in a nice place. Lots of green dots, a few yellows off towards the east there tomorrow. But for the most part, the lower levels of the atmosphere are still doing pretty well. That haze is riding in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. High temperatures today, yep, that's what onshore flow does. Put us in the 70s and 80s. 77 was the high in Seattle. Some folks out towards Shelton got into the mid 80s today. Along the coast, considerably cooler than it was over the weekend when we were pushing some upper 80s and some lower 90s there. So this is a very simplified version of what's taking place right now. High pressure, as I've told you many times, has clockwise flow. Low pressure has counterclockwise flow. So what's happening right now is a bit of a tunnel that's taking some of that warm monsoonal air and pulling up from the south and west and interacting it with some relatively cooler air. So what happens there is, first of all, that flow comes right over top of us. But second of all, warm air and cool air can't be friends. They can't be in the same place at the same time, and that creates instability that fires off storms. So take a look at this. Very easy to see from space in the GOES 17 satellite there, that warm, dense monsoonal moisture being pushed up from the south and west there, interacting with that relatively cooler air. That was the source of that thunder this morning and will be the source of it again tomorrow. In fact, we're tracking some of the remnants of that right now along the Oregon coast there, where it's been a very active day. Still seeing some lightning taking place just off to the south of Portland out towards the coast. That's continuing to move offshore. Also seeing some showers that are making their way into Washington now. There was some lightning within about the last hour or so. That's starting to calm down. The one area we will continue to watch there is near Newport, where there are some strong thunderstorms making their way through there. And even though the sun went down quite a while ago, it's still quite active. Tracking some showers making their way up along I-90 right now, close to Ellensburg and Moses Lake, but without the instability there, it looks like I don't see any lightning, just the possibility of getting some beneficial rain. So that fire weather warning will be in place tomorrow. Let me walk you through it. So tomorrow there's two places we're watching along the western edge of the Olympics, where we'll see some storms possibly firing up in the late morning there. We'll see that make its way off towards the north, and then we'll switch gears and start to look along the Cascades tomorrow. This is right around 3 p.m. and it's going to stay active all the way into the evening. This is 7 o'clock at night, and we're still going to be tracking some storm potential in the northern Cascades. We'll have full coverage on that tomorrow. Temperatures will stay in a nice range through the weekend, but there are some indications it could get hot next week, so summer will continue.